monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
So there's a sailor somewhere. You've got to wait for him to finish singing.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Well, he's not singing, so I don't think it's him. Unless I took so long to start. That really wasn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor. What's out here with a drunken sailor? What's out here with a drunken sailor? What's out here with a drunken sailor? Bed with the captain's daughter, put him in bed with the captain's daughter, put him in bed with the captain's daughter. What's out here with a drunken sailor? What's out here with a drunken sailor? What's out here with a drunken sailor? Traveling along, go till he's over. Traveling along, go till he's over. Traveling along, go till he's over. What's out here with a drunken sailor?
I don't think he's ever going to see him.
Sailor, what's out here with a drunken sailor? Put him on the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him on the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him on the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. What's out here with a drunken sailor?
Does he ever stop?
Drunken sailor, what's out here with a drunken sailor? Heave-ho, she rises, heave-ho, she rises, heave-ho, she rises, like no more.
There we go. Okay, you just touch him. That's it. How do we get out there then?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Wow. That is one hell of an imagination.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
She obviously,
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
she obviously passed away after eating all that crap. Let me just check, make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, we're good.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Someone like bird cages.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Oh, that's cool.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I think that's everything.
Even in her
found.
90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Hmm?
It was a pretty big trace. There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book. Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Calvin. Got a bar across the room. Like that. So one of them was into the army and the other one was into space. It couldn't have been different. Oh, even the colouring's different. It's pretty cool though. Wow.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Automatically. Oh wow. Don't go in there. No, don't. Good. I wanted to explore. We'll see if I could explore up there. I doubt there's anything here, but
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
oh, this is cool. Ah, there you
My
go.
brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
How do I stop swinging? How do I get off? Or am I supposed to just keep swinging until I can't swing any further?
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh.
Alvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Bloody hell.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That's crazy.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Nearly missed that.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Guess that's just so you can get in and out easier.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, so you can get back in. Okay. Let's do that.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. there's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
And why would the key go back in there if we'd already...
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
I need to knock all the balls off the table. Oh, again, we're off. There's one. Go on. Here you go. It's gotta be it. Hey!
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Weird.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
I think I'm supposed to do that. Wham.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
It was pretty cool. I've never played inside a comic strip before.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And there he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Jump down from here on top of him. Break his back. It's probably that bad. He's not going to be there now. He's gone. Can we, like, get round? No.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh, lovely.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That was pretty cool.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Well, I think I'm going to have to end my session here for now, so hopefully we'll be carrying on with this again soon, probably next weekend if I get some time. And we'll probably have this all wrapped up by then, because I know this is quite a short game. So catch you then, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.